that, we've all seen the old toilet roll on the end of the leaf blower trick, but come on, we can do better than this. Okay, this is pretty terrible. The leaf blower is not very powerful and it's a normal sized toilet roll. But I've been aware of this problem for some time and I actually made this, the Blow Roll 500C. This thing is 1,000 times better than the other one. It's basically made from what is possibly the most powerful cordless leaf blower you can buy. It has 2 batteries. It is an absolute beast, and of course it has got industrial sized toilet roll on it. Now I made this because sometimes I go into schools, I've done kids shows and I like to bring this out, blast the audience, blast the classroom. They absolutely love it, they go nuts. Also, when my town found out that I'd made this, they all come out to see it. Stamford loves the toilet roll launcher, and this is just the best. What has this got to do with today? Well, we're going to make this even better, but we're not just doing it for the love of toilet roll. No, it's YouTube Maker's Secret Santa! Yes, it's that time of year again. So basically a load of YouTube makers like myself, we chuck our names in a hat and we all make gifts for each other. It's the Secret Santa. And this year we've got these fine people. Now, this year I've drawn Ali Spagnola. I like Ali. Last year she actually made me a tunnel digging song. It came on a little record player and everything. Absolutely fantastic. And she has actually been here, been in the tunnel, took some of the clay and the rocks and actually formed it into like a little soldier figurine. Now then, why am I making her a toilet roll cannon? Well, she just loves toilets. She's made a toilet with a candle in it. She's covered one in grass. Her affection to toilets knows no bounds. So I am going to take my Blow Roll 500C and we are going to make it even better. Now this is all held on by this copper sleeve, looks fantastic, works great, but you've seen the thumbnail, I want to put multiple rolls on this thing. So having this system is not really going to work, we need to improve it. Also, this is the worst part of this. To hold the toilet roll, I just laser cut some shadow foam, which all melted at a funny angle, and then just stuffed it in. Worked absolutely great, but of course you can't send that to someone. Looks hideous. Now, obviously, I'm mostly an engineering channel, make things out of metal and stuff, but the weapon of choice for this project, 3D printer. I'm using 2 Bamboo HD tubes. It has 2 nozzles and can print up to 5 different colours, and Bamboo have very kindly supplied the filament for this project. So I removed my old roll holder, had a measure up, and printed out a new one. Then attached this back onto the leaf blower, added the roll holder, tightened it up, voila! Okay, that fits on there nicely. Now for the loo roll, I've got these little 3D printed sections, of course, which go in the middle. And the axle, now the original one, had this little springy bit in it. Colin thought he was clever, made himself a little springy bit. But it's kind of pointless, really, because these prongs, you can just kind of like move them out. So I think I'll make a solid one next time. Right, let's shove this in here. Shove you in there. Now, I think we should test the range, see how far it goes, which of course we can't test in here. So I think underground garage. Yep, range is good. Right, multi-barrel. Precision rolled. Okay, I've printed out this lovely little 4-piece holder, but I've made a slight oversight. Yes, you can put all the prongs in, and that's all good, but when the rolls sit in the prongs, yes, they're not touching here, but they will touch in the middle. So the whole thing's got to move outwards slightly. So I've made these little adapter plates. These slot in there, move the rolls outwards, but will the rolls still work when they're further away from the jet? Yes, it does. Excellent. Right, we need another 3 of these, another 3 of these, and then we'll give it another test with 4 rolls, Colin. The metal prongs which hold the rolls are made from various bits of 30mm stainless bar, which I've bent up in my vice press brake.
I then TIG weld them all together. Now this is kind of what I do. Very rarely do I make whole projects out of 3D printers, but what they are very useful for is making little jigs. I need to add a curved end to the end of this bit of metal. I can slide this over, mark it up properly, then I can grind it round nice and smooth. I've also made a very similar one for marking out where the holes need to be drilled. Then once we've got all of our components, it's a case of assembling, putting them all together, and see if it all works.
Yes!
Right, while I get this all set up in the garage, it's sponsor time.
Now, if you're lucky enough to be travelling over Christmas or New Year, or at any point, you need to consider Saily, the sponsor of this video. You could save yourself a lot of money. Now, as soon as you arrive at your new destination, you are greeted with a message from your native phone provider of how much it's now going to cost you to use your roaming data. And since the UK left the EU, it's got even more expensive in some places. So Saily is your travel buddy. It's a simple eSIM app that helps you stay connected in over 200 places around the world. Not sure what an eSIM is? Well, it's a digital SIM card that works without the need to change any physical SIM cards over. It allows your phone to connect to the local networks without going through your native provider, saving on your roaming fees. So, with Saily, you just choose a data plan, install it on your phone, and then you've got internet wherever you go. And this is way easier than buying a burner phone at the airport, which will have none of your contacts and information in. Now, once Saily's installed, choose your country, choose what plan suits you best, and then just follow the on-screen instructions. Now, you can also buy regional plans. If you're visiting multiple countries, you can cover it all in one plan, which makes it even more hassle-free. It covers 8 regions and 190 different countries. So, to get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily data plans, use the code COLIN at the checkout, download the app, or go to saily.com/Colin. Yeah!
Okay, Colin, what about this 4-roll setup?
This works. Now, it wasn't without issue. I've kind of added some little bearings to the centre rollers because on my first attempt, some of them were sticking and weren't quite rolling round so well. So that sorted that out. Also, if you do start deploying toilet roll and you stop halfway through, it kind of then freewheels and then wraps itself up and gets in the right mess. So it's a kind of once you start, you can't stop sort of machine. Now, while I was doing it in my first attempt and I had some little issues, I kind of twisted the whole cage round. And I sort of thought, ooh, spinning it around, there's an idea. The spinning toilet roll dispenser. If I spin it, can I make a rope? I don't think I can spin it fast enough with my hand. We may need to motorise this.
Yes, and a motor it shall get. Now, I added this hexagon lip with these locating studs and then printed out a spur gear with the corresponding studs. Snapped it into place, slid it all over back onto the bearings, bodged a battery on. It's motorised.
Is this gonna make rope? Nope. We lost one of them. Jeebus. Okay, spinning it really fast doesn't work, and I was thinking it probably never would, because if you spin something, it needs to be around a fixed point for it to actually curl round. And of course, we can't hold the stream of roll because then it won't fire anywhere. It'll just mat up. So anyway, let's not worry about that, because I have seen the future. I have seen the finished product of which Ali is going to love. Okay, this is it. We've got a switch to deploy the motor, so that's not all finicky. We've now got a handle, so I can hold on to it properly. And then she's got a choice. She can either exhaust all 4 rolls at the same time, which we've demonstrated, a lot of fun, or she can do them individually and then rotate to bring in the next one. So, essentially, there's these little brakes I've put on it. These little spiky bars, they push into the roll, stop it spinning, and then when you rotate it, they drop down, release that roll so you can fire off that one, and then when that one's finished, you just bring the next one round. It drops down, and then you fire the next one, which can give you 110 seconds of pure rolling, as I shall demonstrate. Next one, next one! And there we have it. All 4 rolls deployed. She's gonna love this. This is very Ari Spagnola because she loves covering stuff in other stuff. Right, now there is one last little issue. This is my leaf blower. And as generous as I am, I don't want to give her my leaf blower, but it's all right. There is a solution. So basically the guys at Power Tool, mate, have kindly given me one. So Ali, you can have a very nice brand new leaf blower. I mean, even if she doesn't want the toilet roll thing, she's gonna want this, isn't she? Yeah. Right, let's 3D print all that stuff again. We've got a second one. Oh yes, we have the Spag Roller. I like it when the name matches the product. Right, I've got to get this boxed up and sent off to Ali, or Alicia, as she's actually known. Did a bit of Googling on her. Oh, she's done some stuff. If you've got an Android phone, she's written some of the ringtones for it. Yeah, she's done like albums, drinking games, all sorts of things. It is blooming heavy, but I'm not worried because she's like a weightlifter as well. She's literally like Mrs. Multitasking Woman. I feel quite weird actually with all the stuff that she's done that I've chosen toilets as her main fascination. Right, that's got that sent off. Now, of course, this is a lot of fun, but what could you actually use it for, Colin? I mean, you can surprise attack people. What if somebody really needs toilet roll, but you can't get in their house? I've made this little adapter that goes on the end, where the roll gets sucked through this little letterbox at the top, pulls it through, and then you can stuff it through their letterbox and deliver them the much needed toilet roll. Oh, they are going to be so pleased with that. And then of course I remembered who I was, and I'm like, I can use this to start a fire. Now, my initial test of spraying brake cleaner and lighting it with a blowtorch proved, of course, that toilet roll does burn, but it didn't quite work how I wanted it to. So I arranged it, set it all up a little bit better, but you could either light the toilet roll and not deploy it, or you could deploy the toilet roll and it wouldn't catch light. So I think a little bit more work is needed on this to stop me melting everything and burning nothing other than what I don't want to burn. Yes, not the best place to do it really, Colin. Okay, this has been a fantastic little project, but of course this is YouTube Maker's Secret Santa. It's not just about me making something to give. Of course, I'm going to receive something. I have mine, but I do know it's come from abroad, so that rules a few people out. Oh, is it upside down? I've opened it from the bottom. Turn it over, Colin. Actually, this might be quite good for a reveal. Colinfurze has been sent. Still don't know. But it was a shelf. Now, this looks like a teapot. We have a teapot. Oh, of course it's Lego! It's making sense now. It does feel like pot. It's not plastic. I mean, Colin, read the thing. I'm an American and an inexperienced tea drinker, but I know you are neither. I would hate for you to find yourself entirely too far away from the nearest source of tea at any given time while you're working, relaxing, lost in the ever-growing metal-walled passages beneath your home. Happy holidays, Nate from the internet. Nate from the internet, the guy that's made this, loves giant Lego. He's currently building a giant Lego castle. Oh, and Nate, I too had that Lego castle set. What we've got here is a full-size, usable Lego teapot and cup. It's not plastic. It's made of pot, and we've got this shelf which has got magnets on the back which I can stick obviously to the numerous metal walls I have around this place. Now, this is basically an emergency cup of tea, so no matter where I am, I've got an emergency tea set. So I think we're going to give this a test, and the perfect room for that would be the bunker.
There he is, the Englishman, sat in his underground bunker with his briefcase fireplace, listening to his tunnel shanty song. All he needs now is a cup of tea, and of course he has an idea. I've got this wonderful tea set that sticks to the wall. Here comes Charlotte, and spills it everywhere, but don't worry. Oh, doesn't he look happy? But then he thinks, wait a minute, what if I don't want to sit here? Well, luckily enough, this wonderful tea set, magnets onto the wall, I can take it off, and then drive off in his little mobile chair thing he's got to another place in his underground tunnel system, and then he can just stick it on the wall and enjoy a cup of tea in location B. We live in truly amazing times, people amazing.
Okay, thank you very much, Nate. Absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, this is YouTube Maker's Secret Santa. You can go on a big circle of videos and watch how everyone gets their gifts and how everybody has made the gift. Now, of course, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing throughout 2025. Next year, my first job is to build the car lift for the underground garage. Obviously, everyone's been asking, Colin, what's happening with the secret garage? Well, not much has been happening with it, because obviously I've made my pickup truck, I've made the magnet bike project, and I've been doing this. So there we go. Right. I don't think I've got anything else to say. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Thank you very much, Nate from the internet. See you in 2026.